Hey everyone, we're here with Joe D'Angelo of Umbersound and Gray Skies Fallen. If you don't know him, you should absolutely check him out. Joe, I greatly appreciate you taking time out of your night to come and hang out and chat with me about the new Umbersound album. Album. My language is not working. Um,
Same thing with me. I can barely, it's fine.
yes, no one can function tonight. Woo. Uh, if the flies could talk,
Could sing.
could sing.
Could sing. Yeah,
What the
yeah.
fuck is
That's okay.
wrong with me?
I do that too on my own songs, and I say the same thing. So believe me,
Okay. Well, I really apologize about that.
it's okay.
lit
Yeah, it's totally fine. Believe.
I so I listened to the album and like actually the title track, I'm like, holy fuck. I really, really enjoyed that. And Death's Old Sweet Song is another one that really like stands out to me.
Yeah. The thing what I don't know if I should be admitting this, but I'll just say it anyway. For years, I've been having. It's not like ongoing. It's every now and then. I've been having dreams about flies, the same kind of image of flies, and then I wake up anxious. And I've never really like written about that or anything. So um, I I I just looked up as much as I can about flies, the meanings of flies. It seems to be mostly yeah. See, I can't function as well. Uh,
Yes.
Mostly like death and rebirth. So as soon as I completed the album, I sort of noticed like I'm a lot less anxious as I was. So I just pretty much took it from there. So like Umber sounds more of a personal kind of thing, and each year I come out with an album. Yeah, so I always have my DAW ready, always humming riffs on my phone and all that stuff.
Hell
So
yeah. I mean, that's good though. It's like you put this out there and like, oh, the anxiety's gone. Like, oh,
yeah,
that's fucking cool.
yeah, I was wondering if it would kind of go away or not, but it helped. It does. It's not a cure all, of course. I don't know if anything's a cure all, but it most definitely helps.
Hell yeah. Well, to have anything to really release the shit that's going on in our head, especially in current days, like I feel like that's something everyone needs. Like COVID, if nothing else, COVID really showed us that we are social creatures and we need to have interactions and connections with people and things like music, to really help us through.
Yeah, and yeah, during COVID, well, that's how the whole Umbersound thing started. Because since you have nothing to do during COVID, I'm sitting at home hours on end, losing my mind pretty much. So I just wrote an album that's the first one. It's not a metal album, but what I did was I just applied for grants, for art grants, and I got a NIFA grant. Uh, I'm very glad that I got that. It's a New York Foundation for the Arts.
Okay.
So um, so that was for the first one. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to continue every year doing this. So yeah, I came out with an EP and then this album, and yeah, I am promoting this and just keep writing. I have tons of stuff at the ready.
Hell yeah.
That's good.
So you said it started at COVID. Like, so how we're in 25 now. Have you released 5 albums now?
Uh, I released a few. You know what? I don't even. I am so far gone. I don't even. The first one, it's not really a metal album. Has some metal elements to it.
We're a match made in heaven tonight,
Yeah,
Joe.
I know. The EP which I count as the first Umbersound pretty much. Um, count to 10 and breathe. And if the flies could sing, the new one.
Okay.
Yeah, those are pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's all right though. That's shit, that's a lot of releases since COVID. You know,
Yeah.
mo I think most bands are on like a 2 year-ish like
Yeah.
rotation.
Yeah. There are some times, yeah, there are spaces that bands do nothing, and then all of a sudden they get together, they have a thing going, and you're just waiting, like, hey, shouldn't we be writing? Shouldn't we be doing something? And then we, you know, get it together real quick. That's how it works. That's how the machine works, I guess.
Yeah, I mean every band's a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
Like so it's cool that that you've got 4 releases so far and still have plenty of material to do more in the future. So uh with, if the flies could sing, what like goals or thresholds do you have over the next year with this release?
Well, pretty much just to promote it and hopefully just find a small home, small labels to get signed to, and just take it slowly from there. I mean, with my brain, I just concentrate on just writing and just getting as many songs together as I can. Um, yeah,
Constant creation. I mean, that's a good problem to have.
yeah, I know. Yeah, sometimes it gets to you if you keep writing and writing and writing, if that makes any sense. Um, yeah, I mean, for this album, I actually had 9 songs ready, and like I just decided to scrap 9 songs and leave one, and I wrote a whole other 9, and that's what you hear on the album. Yeah.
That
So
always it cracks me up that, that happens. I just talked to another band who they went to where'd they go? I don't know. They went to Norway to record and the plan was like, I don't know, I think they had 20 or 22 songs and they're like, yeah, we'll pick and choose which ones we're gonna record. They ended up recording like all of them. It's like, holy shit.
yeah,
That's
yeah, and they keep some at the back burner just in case. Yeah, yeah, great. Yeah, Gray Skies does. They do that. I do that with Umbersound. Just keep songs at the helm, and it's not like like they're bad. And I just wanted to like kind of how do I put this, like half doom metal atmospheric, if that makes any sense.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I put more of like the atmospheric stuff, and the more, how do I put this lyrically, the more direct stuff there, which
Yeah.
is what I wanted to do. And you know whether I'm nervous about putting it out, I don't give a shit. Just do it, and that's it. Pretty much.
Put that anxiety away, put it
Yeah,
out there, fucking whatever
exactly.
happens, happens.
Yeah, whatever happens, happens. That's what I said to myself. I'm like, fuck it. Can I curse? I could curse, right? Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah, yeah. No, no fucking cursing allowed ever.
matter. Oh.
So, so how many songs do you have like in the, like set back right now for, whatever in the future?
Um. Well, besides those 9, might I have a cigarette?
I don't mind.
I'm gonna have a. Sorry. Um. Besides the 9, it's all a whole bunch of riffs. So some are put together, some are songs are halfway done, most of it's just up in the air. But I have so many of them. I have to go into my computer and my phone and try to piece together what's what, or see what li- listen to what feels right, or kind of I'm trying to put this the right way, like I know this sounds a little arty, whatever. Like some songs, some like riffs have certain I guess abstractions, if that makes any sense from like what I feel when I write.
Sure.
If it's not there, I don't use it at all. If
Yeah,
it's there, I use it.
I totally get that. I, it's like listening to, when you listen to a new song from someone, like it's that connection, right? If you
Yeah,
don't have that
yeah,
connection with it, you're gonna move on real fucking
yeah,
quick.
yeah, yeah. And those 9 songs, they were heavy, they were good, but it just didn't have the atmosphere. I'm like, wait a minute, I shouldn't be writing like heavy shit just to write heavy shit. You know what I mean? I kind of got to like streamline and do what I do.
Yeah, yeah. I get it. Some people do just write heavy shit to be heavy shit. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I'm here for all of it. I love it super heavy. I love it not heavy. Like I just love fucking music.
And
I'm a I'm a nerd.
that's the thing with metal though too. You could pretty much incorporate any genre into it. That's the
Yeah,
beauty.
absolutely.
That's
So
Yeah.
like in the doom vein, like who are some of those artists that you listen to that have like really captured your attention?
Uh Mainly like the old school kind of doomy, like my dying bride, Tiamat. I really like Tiamat. Wild Honey's one of my favorite albums. Uh and even earlier than that. And I know maybe some people will be like, this band, you like this band, but Manowar. I don't care what anyone says. I like Manowar.
It's dude, it's totally okay. Like I I think a lot of us like Manowar, right? Obviously, we're a little bit older, so we grew up with that shit. So it's like
Yeah, I
it,
mean Ross the Boss and Kai Hansen from Halloween, made me pretty much want to play.
yeah.
So I mean, I know they talk about, I usually get, oh, you like Manowar, like, oh, they wear oh, leather spikes and chains. Like, no, just listen to the music. Whatever, they always I always get slack for liking Manowar, but
Yeah, who gives a shit? I love Judas Priest too.
yeah,
Like, who fucking cares? Like who you fucking like.
yeah,
Ah,
oh yeah.
that's awesome. So what's been like your favorite like concert experience that you've been to, not necessarily performed?
Um, I don't know why it's this concert. The concert that stood out was I've been to two this is a I don't know if I'm showing my age, but yeah, I am. But two carnivore shows.
Okay.
They played they played the first one was a secret show. They played at a Staten Island club called the Rock Palace because they were from around the five boroughs. Um, so that, and they did the thing that they threw out some, like, caps, skulls, cow skulls, whatever the hell they did.
Yeah.
Um, the second uh, carnivore show was at the Limelight in NYC. So they were like all like decked out in this red kind of Russian CCCP communism garb, whatever, and they were handing out flyers. It's all tongue in cheek, of course. They were handing out flyers like said something like "You and the Communist Party," or "What can you do to strengthen the Communist Party?" And they were just handing out a bunch of flyers.
Oh fuck.
And I don't know why that's it's probably most likely because I was a lot younger, but um, yeah, those are the two concerts that really stood out. You
That's
know,
fucking cool.
it was fun. It was fun.
I was just turning my daughter on to we got on a conversation about typo negative and Like I'm like, hey, like, oh, I was looking for a Typo album at a record store yesterday, and she's like, oh, my friend really likes Typo, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, right? Have you like, has she had you listen to him? She said no, she's afraid I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna judge her, and I was like, fuck it, let's put it on. So we put on some Typo, and had some conversations about about the band and Carnivore, and it was some good shit, man. I like that my kids are interested enough where we can have those conversations and they'll
Yeah,
generally be interested.
yeah. I took my son to an Opeth show.
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
but he was like you see that he's like looking like what is this? Wow. Because he's hearing all the prog stuff and all like the lights going on and off. Like he's never seen that before. And he's like 12, so he's like, wow. And I asked him, did you like the show? And he was like, I don't know. It was too loud, but do you did they did they come out with more albums? Can you get me more albums? So it's like, okay, that's a great start.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think my son would really dig Opeth. He loves like
Hmm.
Tool. He was just listening to the fuck was he listening to? I don't even remember, but my wife's like, where the hell did you get that from? Like, oh, it was, I tell you, it wasn't even like, I mean, not really metal. It was, he was listening to At the Drive-In, and
Oh, okay.
she's like, what is that? He goes, oh, it's At the Drive-In. The guys, the band broke up and became Sparta and the Mars
Yeah,
Volta. And she's telling me, and she goes like, well, how'd you learn of them? She goes, well, Tom took me to see Sparta and I really enjoyed it. So I dug into it and I'm like, fuck yeah, that's cool.
that's awesome.
I love that shit.
Yeah,
That's that's
yeah,
our job as the old people, right? Like get the younger gens to really enjoy the stuff we like.
yep, yep, yeah. And it's just strange that like he's like beginning to understand like why I write. Kind of like I know I said this word before, like the I guess artistic abstractions of it. Like he's kind of getting it. You know,
Yeah,
so I'm glad he's not like Dad, you're weird. So he's like really close knit family. So I'm really glad that's happening.
yeah, that's cool as shit. So is he playing any instruments or anything?
No, no, no. But he really likes science though. He likes to do like a lot of experiments and stuff like that. He's doing very well in school.
Oh yeah. How old is he?
He's 12, yeah, and he gets good grades. I'm like amazed. Like he must take it after his mom. So
Oh, yeah. That's what I always said too.
yeah,
My wife's like, kids are gonna go to college, and I'm like, like if they want to, but I don't give a shit. Like as long as they're doing something and being productive and enjoying what they have going on,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
As long as they're really good at what they do and they love what they do, of course.
for sure. That's it. So, on If the Flies Could Sing, is there a song for you that stands out as like, man, I really like this one more, or this one speaks to me more than the rest?
Um, how do I choose? Let me see. I'm just gonna pick one then because I don't want to like.
They're your songs. You can do whatever
Yeah,
the fuck you want.
I know, but it's almost like they're like sentient beings. Like like picking one children over. You know what? Track two, Atmos Ritual.
Okay.
It has like the heaviness and like the atmosphere that I kind of go for. It's the one that how do I put this? Like if you hear that song and then you look at me, the guy who wrote it, you'd be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. You know, that guy looks like he wrote that song.
This
That's
song sounds like I look. All right.
pretty much that's so corny, but yeah,
No, I don't think it's corny at all. I think like that's how you see it, right? And like they're your like you said, they're your children,
uh,
so you're gonna view it in whatever way you view it. There's no at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong answer,
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
especially if you're fucking putting it out. Like,
Exactly. I just write and then that's it. I just write, put it out. I mean, if I don't do that, I'm just gonna, things are just gonna stir in my head, and then it has to come out. You
yeah,
know, yeah,
for sure. Like, fucking obsess over it, son of a
yeah,
bitch.
yeah.
So, are you with this release, are you putting any of it out on like physical media or is it all like digital?
Well, right now it's gonna be digital, but I'm planning in the short future to come out with records, vinyl.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
just have a limited amount,
sure.
just sell those, and then that's it. Just keep it simple and easy. That's it. Because
Are
I
you
love.
gonna do crazy colors?
You know what? Gray Skies did something like that. I don't know. I don't know if I should just have it regular black or it seems like that's the trend to do. Like like you see now, it's blue or it's like eight different colors. I don't know. It doesn't really, in my opinion, that stuff doesn't really stand out for me. I just like it just simple black and here it is.
Are you a collector? Do you collect vinyl?
Not really, no.
There you
No,
go.
no, but I
That
have a few though.
yeah, I'm a fucking nerd. Like I I use that term loosely. I enjoy vinyl and like bands that I really like.
Hmm.
I I'll find like spotlights. I love spotlights. And they put an album out. I try to buy every single variant of that album. So, like the colors, I'm like, yeah, that's fucking cool. Like I literally just ordered one from the UK the other day because I found it and it's a different variant than what I have. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna order that shit.
I had no idea people do. Oh, all right.
Oh yeah, dude, the people who collect are fucking nerds about it.
Hey, that's fine with me. I mean, I would call myself a nerd, but I'm also using that term loosely too. But I mean, the thing, like what I was thinking was like, oh man, if if I do pick a color and it's umber, oh no, I don't know. I think people would see that and be like, oh, umber sound, come on, So
Yeah,
uh,
but you don't have to pick that color,
yeah,
right?
yeah, I know. I overthink it. I overthink it.
I think we all do, especially with It's Our Baby, right?
Hmm.
Like they I I think I'm waiting on to get an album. They do this really cool shit now. Like I don't remember what color the vinyl is, but it's got white ghosts in it, which are, just like the little Pac-Man ghosts, which look cool as fuck.
Oh.
Yeah. That that I got another one that is, what do they call it? Nebula.
Mhm.
So it looks like a fucking nebula from space. Oh, dude.
I wonder how much would that cost? See now,
Uh,
now, now you got me interested in doing it. All right, yeah,
yeah,
I'm definitely gonna look that up though.
for
Hmm.
sure. I think A to Z Media or A to Z Pressing, they can do a lot of really cool shit with vinyl. I'm sure there's quite a few others that, if you call them and you talk to one of the guys and say, "Hey, this is what I'm looking for," they'd be able to like walk you through the whole process.
Hmm. All right.
I'm not super knowledgeable on that end of it, but I know there's a lot of people do it. One of my buddies did released an album. They fucking cut it to look like a pumpkin.
Oh, kind of like a Halloween thing, maybe.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It was a Halloween release.
Oh, okay.
Super cool. They've got shit, I just got one from a band in Evansville.
Hmm.
they did a liquid filled vinyl.
What do you mean
So
liquid filled vinyl?
uh, e-
What-
exactly that. Like, so I think what they do is they take two records and they press them together and then they inject, this one's mineral oil. They inject it right in the middle. So when you pick it up, it's like,
Oh, okay, okay. Jeez. See that I never knew.
oh yeah, dude. There's like wild, wild shit. Did you see Allison? They did a anniversary Allison Chains Jar of Flies. They had flies in the vinyl.
Oh,
Yeah,
I want to take a look at that.
yeah. It's cool as fuck. It's like white with, you see the little flies through it. Looks super, super cool.
That that I would like to see a picture of that. I would like.
Yeah. Uh, Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick and share it. Let's see. It might not be real flies. I don't know. This photo doesn't look like it, but I'm gonna see if I can share it so you can see. Oh, there it is. There. You see that?
Nope. I wish I. Oh wait, hold on. Just double click to enter full screen mode. I'm gonna start sharing. It might have stopped. Ah,
Oh yeah, you're froze. There you are. You're moving now.
just double click to enter full screen mode, but I'm not in. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, okay.
You see it?
That is on the actual. Okay. Oh,
Yeah. How
oh,
fucking cool is that?
that looks great, man.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But look at that price, $1,400.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, oh, that must be real flies then. I don't know.
Well, so they did like a super limited run of them, and I don't know the exact number. I would assume it's probably somewhere between 1 and 500, and they sold out so fast. So if you see them now, it's that's actually the cheapest that I've seen them listed for sale is 1,400. Generally, they've been around 15. So like
Hmm.
maybe I can get lucky and find someone who just wants to get rid of one cheap. But
Yeah, probably something.
so it gives you some ideas for vinyl, right? For Umbersound.
Yes, yes. I'm. It's like the soup is boiling. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, and like all night. That's all I'm gonna think about now.
Hell
But
yeah.
it's good. It's a good thing.
Well, oh, for sure. So do you like with you writing all the music, do you also perform all the instruments on it?
Yeah, yeah. But for drums, um, they're they're of course real drums, but but they're sampled.
Yeah.
So how do I put this? Um, like the pros and cons of I can have a real drummer, which is most likely what I'm going to do for the next album, but it's just like exactly what I want to do. I could have it happen, and it's just like the timing's perfect, everything's perfect, no spending time jamming it, you know what I mean, to get the feel of it right,
Yeah.
because the feel's there. And yeah, I mean, like besides that, yeah, played everything. And uh, how do I put this? That each album takes, like I said, pretty much like a year to make because I kind of wait for the feeling to come of what I want to do in the song.
Yeah.
So if I'm, feeling paranoid 1 second or, sad one like next month, whatever. I know that's a broad term, but then like, oh, I'm like, okay, this is the right time to do it, because when I sing it, you know, and of course all the music is done, it just always comes out right, and it's usually like like one or two takes, and
That's cool.
that's what I try to go for. So that's why it takes a while. So I go in, my my dungeon studio here, uh, basement, and just pretty much belt it out. And yeah, it when I'm done, it kind of takes a lot out of you,
Mhm.
you know, but then when I listen back to it, I'm like, oh, okay, what I wanted to come out came out, you know, and with me, it's kind of like it's been kind of rare like that actually happens. So very 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 proud of it.
As you should be. That's it. It's when you're trying to convey emotion and get that shit out, it's obviously not an easy process,
Oh, not for me. No, no,
you
no.
know?
Hmm.
So when you write something, what does that process look like? You just let it hit you and you're like, cool, I'm gonna write right now.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I don't kind of I never force it. It just like when it comes, it comes. Um, if I have something in my head that I have to get out, like a riff or a cool cool drum beat, I try to get home as fast as I possibly can, record it, get the feel right. I mean, to me, and again, I don't know if I should be admitting this as well, but like in my opinion, the feel of it is more important than uh, technicality. I mean, I can get somewhat technical, with being with Gray Skies Fallen, but I rather go with pure raw emotion as much as I can, and that stuff just can't. It just has to come to you, and I really can't explain it properly. I wish I can. I always
No,
wish.
I think you did explain it property. Property?
Property, hey, welcome to my world.
Oh fuck. We are having a great night, aren't we, Joe? Neither of us are getting shit right. This is awesome. But yeah, I think you did explain it properly. I mean, the reality is like this for you obviously is a very emotional project. So it's not something you can sit down and go, okay, I'm gonna write. This is this is what I'm writing. It's gonna have to flow through you, through whatever emotions you're dealing with at the time. So, you know, first, good for you for having that outlet and for doing that because, so many people would not, right? Like they would probably write, they might record, they wouldn't release it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I know a lot of people that do that. It's like, dude, just come out with an album. Who cares? Just do it.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
it's
if
exactly it. Who cares? Like,
yeah, and if it's like a money issue, you don't have to really worry about that. Just put it out. It it doesn't matter. You're going to feel better after, you
yeah,
know. And there are people who do, understand and can connect. So, you know, another corny line, just do it. Just do it much.
just be Nike, just do
Yeah,
it.
Nike. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's it though, right? Like, um, you listen to successful like people, right? Not just musicians, but businessmen and
Right.
whatever. And they'll all tell you the same thing, right? It's don't wait until it's perfect to release it.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
put it out there and get going because you're gonna once it's out there, you learn your mistakes a lot faster and you're able to progress and move on to the next thing.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So why don't you start your own label?
I don't know. I don't know. That's not a bad idea. I've thrown around that idea. Just have a little label uh, of my own and just do everything myself. But I don't know. With this, I want to try to how do I put this? Kind of get people who understand what's going on with the music and believes in it and you know work work yeah work together to do something very worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And the publicist that I'm working with is very, very good. He like he besides liking the music, he understands it, so he knows what to do. So I would rather kind of expand, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, it does, and that is why I think you starting the label, you've already got David in place, right? With PR. So you
Yeah.
start a label, and essentially at that point, all you're doing is like putting the pieces in place, like putting out the vinyl, right? Finding people to review it and do that. And that's, David does a great job
Mm.
at all of that stuff.
Oh yeah.
So, it's I think that is the biggest thing is having the right PR person in
Yeah.
place.
Yes. Oh yes. Go like
So what, damn, you smoke a little bit, don't you?
I'm a singer and the backing vocalist with Gray Skies, and I smoke. Yeah.
Yes. What do you
I'm
smoke?
Marlboros, the Cowboy Killers. I I'm one of those guys who always say to myself, "Yeah, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit." But you know what? I'm not gonna quit.
So that's what I used to smoke. And I smoked for 21, 22 years, something like that. And
You stop?
next I did. Next month will be 15 years since I had a
Oh,
cigarette.
congratulations!
Thanks, dude.
How?
Um, I'm going to tell you this and you're going to laugh, but this is literally how I quit smoking. I had 2 cartons of cigarettes on my entertainment center, and
Okay.
I was like, you know what? Like, I'm done. Like, I don't want to smoke anymore. So I gave all my cigarettes away, and then I drank for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Like, I'd wake up and I'd drink until I passed out. And I did that for 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, I was like, I'm good. I don't need a cigarette anymore.
No cravings.
No, I mean, once in a while I get a craving,
Okay.
like just randomly, like, oh man, a cigarette would be good right now. And then I smell like someone smoking, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm super glad I don't really smoke anymore because fuck that. Especially seeing what they cost now. Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 I actually had no choice to put the cut down, but yeah, they are, especially here, they are very, very expensive, like almost $20 pretty much per pack.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I remember going, when they hit $2 a pack, I'm done. Fuck that. I'm out of here.
Yeah. I used to live in Indiana in Fort Wayne for a while, and when when they were like $5 a pack back then, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cheap. Meanwhile, they're like, yeah, this is, I don't know, it's not cheap. Well, to me, it's cheap, compared to $20. Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean I, if you want to stop, dude, obviously you'll do it. If not, whatever, like it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's one of those things that, hey, I know I shouldn't, but I enjoy it, and I just don't think about it much. But yeah, I mean, I'm noticing, like as I'm getting older, you know, out of breath a little more,
Oh yeah.
than usual. But yeah, I'm no spring chicken.
Now that, and that's I think the hardest thing is to deal with, the lack of oxygen. And for me, it was a real big, like one of those things that really made me quit is watching my dad like the last, so when I guess in 98, he got he got real sick and went to the hospital, and they're like, "Oh, you like if you keep smoking, you're gonna die. Like you've got COPD real bad." And he would like go to work. He worked at Saturn in Tennessee, so he'd go to work and make it a couple hours at work and then have to leave because he just couldn't do it. He eventually had to take a well, I guess it was 99 when he retired. He took a medical retirement in 99 because he was 58.
Huh.
And uh I by the time I quit, see, I quit in 2010. So probably 07, 08, he was at a point where he couldn't even get up and walk to the bathroom. Like it was that bad. And it's just like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
I had his little hover round, take him everywhere, and um, I was like, yeah, nope, that ain't for me. I don't want to be like that.
Mm. Yeah. Everyone in my family, especially on on my mom's side, they smoke a lot. You
Yeah,
know, European and all that. So I kind of took took from them. But yeah, I mean, and also not like be a downer, but like cancer runs in my family as well. But yeah, no, I totally,
all good reasons to quit.
yeah, exactly.
But again, right? Like
I know.
I'm not here to preach to you because
Oh,
that
no, it's
is
fine.
that is not my thing. That was just my little I quit smoking because story.
Yeah.
So do you have plans with Umbersound to take it live and take it on the road?
Yeah, yeah. In the near future. You know, I already have drums, so I just need a full band. Uh, Preferably, what I'm worried about are the vocal harmonies. I would love to get that right because of Gray Skies Fallen. People notice the vocal harmonies live.
Yeah.
So I would like to have that as well. So someone who could sing would probably be required as opposed to like just being a plus.
Yeah.
So because I'm not sure if like with Gray Skies and even the stuff that I do, it's very harmony heavy. Even with the guitars, sometimes we go a little too far, but it's like, okay, you know what? It sounds good. Let's just
Yeah.
so
I actually like gray skies.
that's
So, yeah. I get it. I think especially as an artist, right? You try to push boundaries, but or ride the line where it's not like, okay, this is too far or this isn't. Sometimes it feels like it too far, or
yeah,
feels like it's too far, and then other times it's like we didn't go far enough.
yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah, it's usually over harmony with us, but um I mean, I personally don't mind. I mean, I mean, as long as we could do it live, or to make it sound like really good live, I'm fine with all the harmonies.
Yeah.
I don't mind at all.
Well, and I think it's a good way to look at it because sometimes it's really hard to translate the recording to live.
Yeah,
And sometimes it sounds completely different. Hi, puppy. Um,
this
you
is
know, what's his name?
Maddie.
Maddie. I
Yeah.
got uh I got my little cat. She
Ah,
just
oh, she's laying down.
every day. Like she's like, I'm just gonna chill right here. All right.
Really? What?
All my dogs are upstairs, like
Yeah,
probably
and the door
laying.
was shut, and I heard a scratching at the door. So I guess my wife will open up the door, and you know, yeah, she's. I thought like she was gonna be like start barking and stuff, but she's cool. She's fine.
Yeah, she's like, I'm good, Dad. It's cool.
Yeah, yeah. She just wants to hang out. She just wants company, pretty much. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
just over there now.
Yeah,
No.
that's a good dog. That's how mine are, unless a leaf in the yard blows and then they
Yeah, yeah. What is that?
fucking rah, 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 and I'm like, no, stop, you know. My wife goes, you should put your office up here in one of the rooms. And I'm
Uh,
like, no, I'm gonna keep it in the basement. She's like, why? I'm like, because the dogs.
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like there's separation here.
Uh-huh.
I can kind of hear them, but it never comes through on here. But if we're
Oh,
upstairs, they fucking go nuts.
okay. Yeah,
Like you assholes. All right, Joe. Dude, I appreciate you taking time out of your night to come hang out with me and bullshit, and
oh
talk a lot
man.
about Umbersound.
All right. Yeah, I'm really glad I could speak with you, man.
Hell
Sounds
yeah. Well, dude, go have a great night. I'm looking forward to hearing more from Umbersound in the future.
all righty. Sounds good. Take care.
All right, you too, brother. See ya.